Hi everyone, and welcome to Arcade Treasure Center. My name is Roy, and along with my lovely wife Kim, we run a full-time YouTube and reselling business. This means that we film ourselves going to places like garage sales, thrift shops, flea markets, just about anywhere we can to find undervalued items to flip for a profit. In some videos, like today's video, is what we call a what sold video. These are items that I'm going to go around my little eBay room and show you what sold last night that I got wrapped and packaged and shipped to the post office. Plus, I'm going to show you some of the items that I picked up at a recent garage sale. Sometimes you don't always have your camera with you, and in this case I didn't have my camera with me, but I did pick up some good items that's going to bring a good profit, and I'll show those to you as well. So let's get started. So I sold a piece of jewelry, a little tiny pendant. It's in this J2 bin, and it is sitting right here in this little tiny gift box. And a shout out to Mary, a longtime viewer of the channel, who purchased this. Let me take it over to the table. We'll show you what it is. So here's that exquisite little charm right here. It's a 10-karat gold cross. It's very lovely, very pretty, and since Mary is a viewer and she reached out to me, I gave her a nice little discount. Mary purchased this cross for $40 plus shipping, and I'm going to send it out in a little gift box so I know it'll arrive safely. But that is a lovely 10-karat gold cross. All right, so up here in this bin is what I call my purse bin, because it's got a bunch of purses in it. But I sold an item out of here, which I probably gonna need two hands to get this bin down, and I'll show you what it is here in a second. So this is what was in the purse bin, and it's not a purse. This is a little blanket, a throw blanket, or a little tapestry blanket. It's made out of yarn. It's also got a label on it, made in the USA. It has cats all over it, and the cats are chasing butterflies. If you see the butterflies up there. This is a really nice find. Picked this up at a thrift store, paid $3 for it. This sold for $30 plus shipping, and it's really fairly lightweight and will go out into a nice poly bag. Well, sometimes as a reseller, you always try to look for those really good items, and sometimes you can find them and sometimes you can't. Other times you just look for things that maybe have a name brand or something you know is going to bring some good money just because of the brand name that's on it. Like in this bin, I sold an item that I picked up at a garage sale that I picked up for probably about 25 cents, maybe 50 cents. It was a little inexpensive item, and that's this right here, and this is a tumbler. Well, this is a Starbucks tumbler, and it's not a very big one. As you can see, it's probably only about a 16-ounce tumbler, but this one right here is a nice metal one with the lid. So this one sold for $20 plus shipping. So this was a really good thrift shop find. This is a Philadelphia 76ers starter warm-up shirt, and it's pretty heavy. It's really nice. I paid about $5 for it. This is size extra large. It says Philadelphia. It's got the stars and stripes on the sleeves, and on the back it says 76. Like I said, this was a really good find, $5, and I sold this for $30 plus shipping. All right, sold this book right here. It's called God of Anatomy. It's a pretty good book, but it does have a little bit of highlighting in the front couple pages. Overall, it's a really nice book. This God of Anatomy book sold for $20 plus shipping. Goes out medium mail. I sold an item that is up here, and I actually just listed these kind of items just the other day, but I got to get that out. So let me grab it and I'll take it over the table and we'll see what it is. So this is the item right here. It is a very nice handmade wood toolbox, and it's got a lot of really good compartments. It's beautifully made. Look at that wood. It's just gorgeous. That is some real pretty wood there. It's got some really nice brass accessories and locking latches, and it's got 3 compartments. You can see right there, you can put that stuff in that one. It also has a lower compartment down here, which is great for holding different little things, items. It's even got a little drawer. I mean, that is just super handy. Everything on this is made so well. And then on the back side, there's another drop down area, and this compartment right here is a nice place for holding your little tools. It's got stuff in there. It's got a little pouch right there, so you can put some little wood awls or something, maybe some screwdrivers. It's got these little bungees to hold stuff in place. It is super nice. And this is a really well built toolbox. So I met the artisan who made this toolbox at a garage sale, and he said he had several of them, and he had sold them all except for this one, so he only sold it to me for $5. Can you believe that? $5. Super nice. I really liked it. Kind of wanted to keep it for myself, but I didn't. But because this was handmade, super nice wood, I listed it, sold it for $75 plus shipping. So I sold a couple of calipers, and this is a really good example of how to change listings that make a difference. I've got two calipers here. You can see one's an inner caliper, one's an outer diameter caliper, and both these calipers, like I said, I had it listed for about 6 months. One of them's made from the Union company, and one of them's not marked, and they both got a little bit of tarnishing on them, as you can see. But all I did was go and change a couple of words in the title, and then these sold within 2 days for $20 plus shipping. And I paid $1 for both of them at a garage sale. And like I said, just changing the title just a little bit made the difference to have these things sell right away. So I have to give a shout out to a viewer named Pam. Pam purchased 3 items from me. She purchased a mini FM radio, little Walkman style radio, a pair of Polarwear Magic gloves. These are just some red knitted gloves, and a 300 full color photograph aquarium of fish. And they were all inexpensive items. I know that Pam is helping out and supporting the channel. She's a longtime viewer, so I really appreciate the support, Pam. And I think Pam paid a total of about $23, and that was for the price of the items, including shipping, and I gave her a little shipping discount. So I appreciate it, Pam. Thank you very much. So even though it's not Christmas time, I'm still selling Christmas stuff. In fact, I sold this right here. This is a shiny, bright Polaron lot of 12 Christmas bulbs. I've already got them wrapped up in a little package with a thank you thing. And these sold for $24.99, basically $25. So a while back, while I was at a garage sale, I picked up a whole box full of just random odd different things, and down the bottom of the box were a couple of comic books, and not just these. I actually had a couple more, but a lot of them were similar, so I have multiples of these. And these are little Star Comics Presents. They're little tiny comic books that were put out back, and this says 1987 on it. So I went ahead and listed the little comics as a pair and sold these for $6 plus shipping. They'll go out media mail, and I got more. And like I said, I bought a box of stuff for like $5. So I made my money back a long time ago. This is just bonus selling things like this. For those of you that are full-time viewers, you're probably going to get me tired of records, but we did pick up a whole lot of records, and we paid $50 for about 300 records, and they are still selling. Almost every day we sell a record or two. And this is The Last Dance by Floyd Kramer, and you can see that the album, if you look closely enough, has some like scotch tape kind of holding the edges. So this isn't a really good, great album cover. In fact, it's got a little bit of storage staining and so forth, but nevertheless, this record sold for $8 plus shipping, and it goes out media mail. Sold the Sherry Farberry's record album. This LP sold for $18.99 plus shipping. This one is the 1812 Overture. This one sold for $6 plus media mail shipping. And this one's Johnny Cash, the fabulous Johnny Cash. And this one sold for $7.99 plus shipping. Couple more good sales on records. All right, so all the items that sold have been taken to the post office, and they're on their way to their prospective customers. Plus I had a little lunch. But I told you earlier that I had some items that I picked up at a garage sale. Now this garage sale I didn't have my camera at, so I couldn't show you the footage of that because this garage sale was on a Tuesday. I'm not used to seeing too many garage sales on a Tuesday, but I just had to stop by to see what there was. And let me tell you, I did find some good things. I found some things for me, and I found some things that for resale. And I picked these items up. I'm gonna make some good money. I'll show you what these items are, because some of these items are probably things that you would walk right past a garage sale or a thrift shop, never think twice about picking them up. But some of them have some really good value. All right, so to talk about these garage sale items, I thought I'd stand in front of my door right here, which actually has my little fan base and a lot of other YouTubers that I watch, and some of them you may recognize. But we'll go ahead and talk about those garage sale items. So the first thing I picked up was a pair of shoes. These are Nike Air Pegasus 25s. Now these Pegasus 25s is part of the Bowman series. They're really, really nice tennis shoes, and as you can see, they're in pretty good condition. The soles are just awesome. They got that waffle pattern on the bottom of it and Nike emblem there, and they are just really, really good shoes. Now if you look at these Pegasus 25s, they'll say it right here on the tongue, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'll try to hold it right there so you can see it. It says Pegasus 25. It says Nike. It has the tag on the inside talking about the serial number, It has the Bowman series on the insole plus the Nike on the bottom there. Also on the very bottom down here, it's got the Nike symbol. It says Nike Air, and you may not be able to see it, but right there is also a serial number. So these Pegasus Nike Air 25s are really, really good. They were $2 a piece. All shoes were $2 at this garage sale, and I picked up this pair of Nike Pegasus 25s for $2. So I'm gonna sell them for $25. That should be about the price. They might go for about $30, but I think $25 conservatively, and they'll be out the door. All right, so the next item I picked up were called the Original Mucks. These are actually Muck shoes. These are kids shoes, and if I can see, I don't remember what size they are. It's right there. It says Kids US 5. It's got the serial number. These were some really nice Muck shoes. They're great for snowy weather, muddy weather, wet weather, all around, all weather kind of shoes for inclement weathers. They're really, really nice. They say Muck on the bottom of them, Muck Boot Company there. These are really, really good condition, and even being kids shoes, these will still probably get me about $30, $35. So I was really happy about picking these up. Now, I know this is something that you probably would pass up at a garage sale or even a thrift shop if you saw it, but this is a brass belt buckle with a deer on it, and it is vintage. And all you have to do is look at the back of belt buckles and look for a date or a marking, a stamp, something that might indicate it has a little value. I picked up this belt buckle for 25 cents. All their little costume jewelry and things like that were 25 cents for maybe some bags or some different stuff, but this by itself is 25 cents. And I can't read the company on there. I'll show a picture of it, but this was 1978, and this deer brass buckle is selling on eBay. There's only a few listed and a few sold. I'm going to say there's probably about maybe 2 or 3 listed, and probably 3, 4, 5 of them that sold just recently, and they're selling for about $35. So keep an eye out for vintage belt buckles. They usually, you can pick them up for pretty cheap, and they'll make some good money. So something else that this garage sale had were some Funko Pops and some little vinyl figures and so forth. And this is Napoleon Dynamite number 7. And if you ever saw the movie Napoleon Dynamite, this is the character off of there. And it's really good in its original box, and he's still sealed. Probably not a high value item. I paid $10 for, and I'll show you the different pops that I picked up in this one. So all of them all together I paid $10 for, so probably about $2, $3 into this, and this probably sell for about $25. So these are what really caught my eye, are these 2 Funko Pops. They are in their hard plastic container. They are still factory sealed. They still got the plastic seal around it. One of them is Darth Vader, and the other one is Boba Fett. So let's talk about each one real quick. Darth Vader, and I'm sorry for reflection you might be seeing from the light, but this Darth Vader is a Target series. Both of them are. They're Target exclusive. Number 157. This Darth Vader Funko Pop ought to bring me about $35. And again, he was part of that little buy that I probably only paid about $2 for him. And this one is Boba Fett. And Boba Fett is also a Target exclusive, number 297. And like I said, they're both in their plastic containers. They're still factory sealed, still brand new. This one's going at a really good price right now. Paid about $2 for him. And this one is going out the door when it sells for about $50. So really good buys there. Now all the little vinyls that I picked up, everything like that, I paid $10. The guy, I wanted 3, the Boba Fett, the Star Wars, and the Boba Fett, Darth Vader, and the Napoleon Dynamite. I wanted those 3, and he threw those in for $10. So these were kind of freebies in those buys. That's why I said each one's probably varied about $2 a piece. This is Anna, Olaf, and Elsa from Frozen. This is a pocket pop, and this is number 1. This is still sealed in its original tin, but these aren't worth very much. I really didn't want these, but he threw them in because it was the last 2 items he had there. This one's only selling probably for about $10 with free shipping. It's not something that's very popular right now, but maybe one day it will be. And this is a Dorbs. This is another vinyl figure. This is from the original Batman series, and it's a Walmart exclusive, number 232. This is Batgirl. And Batgirl is not worth very much either in the Dorbs series. This is probably another one of those $10 free shipping or $5 charge shipping, however you want to do it. So these two items right here will probably just go up on the shelf, and I'll just save them for later. Maybe they'll be worth something in the future. So this is the last thing I bought at the garage sale, and actually there's 3 of them. 2 of them in plastic bags and 1 of them in the box, but it's not brand new. This is a Bronze Series 7. In fact, all 3 are Bronze Series 7s, and you can tell it's used right there. It's still used. It's got the charger and the bronze. Now, why would I pick up a bronze used electric razor to sell? And I paid $5 for each individual one, so $15 for 3 of them. Well, that's because a lot of people buy these to replace the blades on them and still use them, or to buy them because the motor went out and they really like the razor. But you can sell these on eBay, and these right now are selling for about $45 in used condition. So I paid $5 a piece, and each one of these will ought to bring me about $45. So a really, really good buy. Well, one thing I want to do is always be honest with everybody. Now, when you're selling online and you're a reseller, you're going to get the occasional return. All right, so I sold the Smith Corona typewriter. I've already got it in its original box. It's taped up, but it's not new by any means. You can see it's not new. This typewriter was working just fine. There was no problems with it. I tested it out. It was a beautiful working typewriter. So I wrapped it up. It was wrapped up really good in this box. Plus I put it inside another box, and I knew I wrapped it really well. However, when my customer received it, there was damage to the box. So that, you know, that came from the postal company. Let me show you what happened. So when I talked to the customer, they sent me a picture and they showed me this. This is the wheel, or the little knob that goes on the side here, and that's what turns the roller. Let me show you here so you get a little bit better idea. Oops. So the knob would go here, and some older typewriters have a knob on each side, but electrical ones usually only have one. Well, that knob broke off, so that was no fault of theirs. That was to the post office, and the knob was broken, and it's in little pieces. I don't know if you see little pieces in there, but they contacted me. Of course, I knew what they were going to do. They went ahead and chose to send the item back, so I had to give a full refund, and that was a $45 sale plus the shipping, plus I had to pay the return shipping, so that cost me a pretty little penny to do. One thing I can try to do is, because I have all the documentation from the messages, the sales, everything like that, and it shipped it out, that I should be able to file a claim with the post office and get some, hopefully get my money back on it. And I'll just part this thing out, and I'll probably make about $25 just off the parts. Well, I really hope you got some good content out of today's video, and if you like the information, go ahead and reach over and click that like button, because it really helps out the channel. Plus, leave a comment down below. Tell me about what you liked about this channel, what you liked about today's video, and what you would like to see more of in the future. Also, if you haven't yet clicked that subscribe button, why not go ahead and do it? It's free. Appreciate everybody watching today's video. Everyone take care, be safe, be kind to one another, and have a great day.